guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is not a date or time specific reading. We're all on different timelines. So whenever you come upon it, if it speaks to you, it may be your message at that time. And you know, by the way, check out the playlist. I have separated them by zodiac sign. And sometimes if you scroll through the titles and something jumps out at you, it may be happening for you now. So I like to kind of remind you all that that is available for you as a resource to kind of check in. I do that myself with other tarot channels that I watch, and I find it pretty helpful. Okay, so I'm going to pull from Fortune Oracle, and just to get the reading kicked off, however you want to say it, Unity. Beautiful card 34. I like that. 3 and 4 is 7, and that is a powerful spiritual number. Think of the 7th chakra. It says, a time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. You radiate and attract great love. Look at that card, Cancer. That is beautiful. Also, if you're here as a cross watcher for a Cancerian, that's fine. Welcome. You can absolutely accept this energy for yourself as well. And keep in mind, you may need to reverse the energies around. I'll talk more about that in a minute. But this feels very similar to the card you got for the morning musing, which I've been using a Dragon Oracle deck. And you got Orange Dragon. And I love all the orange in this card. And that card was about bringing soul families and communities together, right? Spread a sense of belonging, warmth, and oneness. So that feels very connected to this energy. So there's something very deep about this time of renewal. We do have Mercury retrograde in the sign of Taurus right now. We just came through the new moon in Aries with a solar eclipse. 20 minutes later, the moon moved into Taurus. A little while after that, the sun followed. And then Mercury just stationed retrograde in Taurus. So we've got a lot of energy that moved out of Aries and into Taurus, and now we have this renewal time with the first retrograde of the year. I kind of like Mercury retrograde in the sign of Taurus. I don't know. I enjoy the slowdown. I enjoy that I slow down and remember Taurus is ruled by Venus, so this love and unity element is present, because with Mercury retrograde in Taurus, I get to think about right, Mercury, what I really value, what's really important to me. And especially at that 15-degree point, wherever it falls in your chart, that's the house that's likely to be most impacted. Well, it falls in my 10th house of career, of work, of my public life. So yeah, there'll be some changes coming on, so stay tuned, but I'm percolating about it. Anyway, let me jump in and pull the cards. And then I'll walk you through everything here. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yes, 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 yes. Big changes. Okay. So when I do this spread, I'm looking at you as individuals for this part of the reading. I set an intention that this is the side of the spread for the sign I'm reading about, which is Cancer. And this would be their divine counterpart. But it can come through reversed. If you're here as a cross watcher and you identify with this side of the spread, that's absolutely fine. So your person is showing up here in the reading with the energy of the world. This is a card of Saturn. It's Aquarius and Capricorn, the as above and so below of it all. It does represent endings and new beginnings. And I feel this is a little bit more of where this person, their present experience of the connection, there's something here that's being released. In the past, we have the Three of Swords. So there's definitely some heartache involved. And then going forward, we've got some nervous tension, energy, preoccupation with some thoughts that may be a little painful or uncomfortable, or at least unnerving to some degree. If you're here as the Cancerian, or even as a cross-watcher and identify with this, you're coming through as the Hierophant, which was funny because that's how you came through in the morning musing. So this card came out twice in the morning musing. If you're curious what I'm talking about, there's a link below. you can either join the channel membership, and that's what I do every morning. The channel members get an impromptu little spread, or there's a link to where you can get it just as a one-off if you want to see what they're about. Anyway, the Hierophant is your higher self. You're coming in, this is Taurus energy. You're coming into Taurus season very grounded, very stable, very aware of who you are at your core, and kind of focused on your beliefs, especially around conventional committed relationships. That's what we're here to read about. And this is, higher self energy. And because your present experience of this connection, there's a question about trustworthiness, or maybe you're dealing with somebody who's avoidant or who isn't open to commitment, right? Sometimes the Seven of Swords is just something trying to kind of get out of Dodge, right? Like looking for an escape hatch. We'll see. But in the past, with the Death card here, again, we have some kind of ending. We have something that really was not working for you on some level, something that needed to change, grow, transform in some way, or be left behind. But look, going forward, we've got the Lover's card. And the Lover's card is a card of choice. So we'll see what's being chosen here when I get to the clarifiers. Let's jump in, shall we? So let's look at the World. Three of Pentacles, the Death card. Perfect. Okay, so it just answered my own curiosity here. This person knows that something kind of has to close out. They want to communicate and be more cooperative. That Three of Pentacles, to me, in a relationship reading, is where we come together, where we're both on the same page, where we're playing on the same side of the volleyball net instead of as opponents, if that makes sense. And I feel like this person is aware that something has to be left behind because it isn't conducive to going forward in the connection. It's only leading to heartache. It's only leading to this heavy negative karmic overload, and going forward they'll have some worries about whether or not you can turn this ship around. But I know that they want to talk about it. For those of you who are new, welcome. I hope if you enjoy the reading, you'll consider joining us here by clicking subscribe. But I just want to let you know, if you're new, when I pull from the bottom of the deck, what I'm tapping into is unconscious awareness, or what's playing out behind the scenes. So this, an unconscious awareness or what's playing out behind the scenes is this person knows a conversation has to happen. Okay, so let's look at the Three of Swords in the past. There's the Lovers. Oh my gosh. King of Swords, Queen of Cups. Well, you're the keeper of their heart, and that's the reason why it's so heavy, is there's this very powerful soul bond. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that this person does not live in Emotionsville, right? So if you're here as the Cancerian or not, it doesn't matter, but Cancerian energy tends to be emotional, and you can easily find their soft spot, right, where they're tender and vulnerable. This King of Swords, nope. King of Swords can kind of be cool and distant and sometimes aloof. Though I like their integrity, sometimes you're not seeing that right away. What you're getting is this avoidant energy, and it doesn't feel good. So I have some kind of an energy here. And by the way, this Queen of Cups is Cancerian energy. I have this feeling that this person was either avoidant or didn't share their emotions about the feeling, maybe their concerns about getting hurt. And so you didn't know what was really going on under the surface, and that was not going to work for you. So now we have the Ten of Wands in their present experience of the connection. They have a burden to offload. Yes. Wow. So this conversation that they, on some level of awareness, whether it's unconscious or not, that they know has to happen, is going to be all about can we just bury this? Can we just Marie Kondo it out the door? Because this is what they feel. The love, the passion, the happiness and joy that the connection brings them. But they cannot access that beautiful energy while they've got this albatross around their neck. So I don't think they were very cooperative. I feel like they kind of were maybe a little distant, aloof, and non-committal in conversation. You're coming in all about the, committal energy. And now they know what they have to leave behind is that aloofness or that unwillingness to be cooperative within the confines of expectation in relationship. I always say, the expectations are what gets us in trouble, but if you at least verbalize it and your terms of engagement, then each party knows what the other one is expecting or what they need at the very least. So that's what I feel I see this person moving toward. And now in the near future, with the 9 of Swords, we got the Moon, 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords. Interesting. Oh, okay. So what they just said was that's why they run. Because they fear being defeated. They fear a setup. They fear getting hurt. They fear, right, falling in love and then taking a fall. The wrong kind of fall. So this is something that this person will have to deal with. There's a lot of fear here with the 9 of Swords and the Moon. And I don't think their intuition is working for them. This isn't someone who's exceedingly intuitive. They live in very practical terms of zero-sum game realities. And when they feel it's not going in their favor, they're out. So now we know the pattern, and we know that this is someone who has to really modulate their energy, modulate their fears, modulate their emotions around their fears, and live with some uncertainty. Can they do it is the question. Hierophant for you. Wow, this is so amazing. So those of you in the morning musing, what were the 2 power cards that kept coming through? Right? These 2 cards. High Priestess on that Hierophant. Very spiritual cards. One is spiritual here in your earthly plane, in your physical body, and the other one is your spiritual ascension, your connectedness to the divine, your ability to tap into the signs and the synchronicities and the symbolisms and intuit your way forward. So very interesting and powerful. We then have this card, the 3 of Cups and the 4 of Wands underneath. So I feel this is you sort of grounding in your beliefs, yes, and who you are at your core, yes, but also intuiting where there's room for reconciliation. Might there be a way back? Might we be able to have this cause for celebration, a coming together? I like that you each have a 3 here. They have the 3 of Pentacles, which is cooperation. You have the 3 of Cups, which is more joyful and uplifted energy. So you're kind of coming in a little bit more positive. That happened for Gemini too when I did the Gemini reading. And I really felt that whoever was on this side of the spread was just a bit more evolved, has invested in their own personal growth and self-exploration to the point where there's not as much fear driving your thoughts. Okay, so let's look at the Death card in the past. 7 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you waited for this person to show up for you in 3D, and it did not happen. That 5 of Pentacles really leaves a person feeling devalued or shut out. And I kind of feel that's coming from this King of Swords. What you wanted was someone here in 3D that's cooperative, that's equally invested in the connection. It didn't happen. So I think that brought you to this point of, well, this has to go. I can't live forever feeling that this person doesn't value me, that I'm not, that I'm easily disavowed or disregarded. It just feels to me like I'm not seeing a major breakup thing. I mean, although there could have been for some of you, I just feel this person was kind of MIA. And even if they were sitting in front of you, you might have been like, hello, is anyone home? Like not really feeling that kind of bond that comes from an open exchange and dialogue of how things are going, how you're feeling, what your needs are. Does that make sense? So let's look at this Seven of Swords right now. Your present experience of this connection. Yeah, this person just kind of flaked. I just feel that Seven of Swords to me is a pattern of behavior, escapism, avoidance. Not dealing with somebody directly face to face or on the phone or head on, but just kind of out they go. And you're kind of coming in here anticipating their return and something a little bit like with an offer from the heart. Like I said, this feels very much about manifestation. It's an intention that you have set. The Three of Wands, yes, it's ships coming in, but you have to set an intention around it. It is a manifestation card, and you're seeing this person coming towards you with an open heart. And look at that Ten of Pentacles underneath. That's about the future. That's about the long haul. This is you saying, I don't want avoidance. I don't want games. I don't want somebody who's living in an illusion or delusion, whatever, or who isn't honest with their feelings. I am calling in someone that can go the distance with me with an open heart. Oh, I so relate to that, Cancer, or whoever you are watching. I get it. So let's look at the Lovers going forward. Yes, absolutely. You have the last card out is a card of reconciliation, Six of Wands, a triumphant homecoming, making peace, win-win outcomes. There's the Six of Pentacles, which is that reciprocal energy, that even give and take. Both of you being invested in the connection 100%. I absolutely feel this is your choice. You are choosing, at the very least, a relationship of equals. That Page of Swords tells me that you're going to be curious if this person has the same buy-in. And they're sitting here in fear going forward. So we need to see, when I pull the two of you together, what the strengths and challenges are and how to negotiate them so we can shift this person out of that energy. So that's what I'm going to do in the extended. Before, I'm going to tell you all the astrology that came through here. Before I do that, there's a link in the description box below this video that will take you to the extended. I continue with this same reading. I push all the cards up. I continue by pulling the two of you together. Like I just said, we're going to look at strengths, challenges, what you might be able to do about the challenges or what you can expect going forward. I'm going to get a message from this person to this person, a message from this person to this person. What do you want each other to know? What are you trying to say to each other? I'm going to get a card from Spirit of the Universe that comes through as guidance, support, warnings, something to be on the lookout for. I pull a card for the hidden energies for this person, whoever this is, that's the hidden energy. And then we'll get, the outcome phase of it, what might come down the road. So that's what we do, and I close out with some oracle. Here's who showed up. We've got Saturn here, as I said, Aquarius and Capricorn. Death card is Scorpio. We've got the Lovers twice. That is Gemini. King of Swords is Aquarius. Queen of Cups is Cancerian energy. The Sun is Leo. The Moon is Pisces. We have the Hierophant is Taurus. High Priestess is Pisces. We had that Death card twice, by the way, so the double hit of that Scorpio energy. This King of Pentacles is Taurus. The Knight of Cups is more Pisces. A lot of Pisces energy in this reading. And the Page of Swords is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay, so that's what I have for you. Really interesting reading. The link to the extended is below. I'll see you there in a second. Otherwise, bye for now.